Hello. If you don't think you can change the way your brain works, racing here and there with thoughts that you feel like you can't control, let me offer you some hope. Because I used to think the same thing, but I have been able to make progress in that direction. I'm Sandra Allen Lovelace. I happen to be a transformation coach, and I was asked to share these episodes in my own journey by my clients. I want to encourage you to be able to walk in and enjoy the freedom of the abundant life. Here we go. Look, I need to give you a little bit of backstory so that you can appreciate the evidence I present. It used to be that anytime I lost track of something, whether it was valuable, like some cash or the car keys or an important piece of jewelry, but even something small, such as my favorite pen. I just had it. Where could it be? I was over here. I was going through this, going through a purse, going into the car, going high and low around the house. Yeah, I did used to absolutely panic over things like that most of my life. It's only in the last few years that I have been making progress. Now, the first time that it happened, when I was able to find, after dumping my purse, but without screaming and yelling, I was able to dump my purse, go through there, look at the desk, and I found something the same day. Oh, it was heavenly. It was really, really wonderful. And I realized, when I had to panic, it shut off my brain and I didn't think very well. And then I began to be intentional about keeping my body calm when I misplaced something. One of them was a sock. Yeah, I lost a sock, not particularly valuable, but you need two to make a pair. Two socks should be together. Unless I throw one out because it has a hole, then I have to throw the other one out because socks have to be in a pair. The missing sock took me quite a while. I eventually found it down next to the washing machine, but I was pleased that during that whole time, let's say 2 weeks until I found it, I would think about it occasionally, but not panic about it. Oh, talk to myself. It'll turn up, don't worry. A sock can't disappear into thin air. It'll come back. It didn't walk away on its own. Really talking myself through it. Well, recently I had before I tell you about the good one, about one of the more recent positive experiences, let me explain. What happens when the body gets a shock? It can be a big one or a small one. It's not really the shock itself that's the key. It's how the person receives the shock. And for me to not be able to keep track of my things was a terror-striking shock from the past. Oh, the trouble I used to get in if I lost something. And so just losing simple things would do that to me. It might not to you. That's okay. Or maybe something else triggers that feeling for you. What that is, it's a particular neural pathway. When our brains were created, there are the ways that the nerves run. And however that's developed in your life, in my life, well, what happened to that? You should know. All those things, and me struggling, seeking, running in my brain, oh no, with all the emotion, oh no, where is it? And eventually, my brain there was an overload of that. And then my brain would just go take the messages from here, the amygdala, and throw them over to the hippocampus. Never even went through the brain. So it was just a matter of panic. Anytime something was misplaced, it was the panic neural pathway that went in gear. Well, you see, the sock changed that, didn't it? I could wait a couple of weeks until the sock turned up without panicking. And then, because of the messages I was giving myself, it got better and better. And now I'm actually in the middle of one of those things. I knew a friend, they said, oh, we'll come by and pick you up. We were going to go out to dinner. And we'll come by and pick you up. I thought, okay, well, while I'm waiting, I'll do some things on my computer. And I took my bracelets off. I had 3 bracelets on, and I laid them down on the desk because they were bumping the computer. I thought, okay. And then I heard them out front, and I said, oh, no, they're here. I ran down the stairs. I said, oh, no, my bracelets. I ran back up. It wasn't a panic, but it was because I wanted to go. I was really, really happy and excited. I ran back up, reached out, grabbed my bracelets, ran down the stairs, got in the car, put them on, and there were 2, not 3. That was more than 2 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago. I still haven't found it. No, I've not dumped my purse. I've not gone crazy searching all over the house. I've looked diligently. My friends also went through their car. I went through the car too that night. But they've gone through the car as well. And I still, literally, I don't know where that bracelet is. It's not keeping me awake at night anymore. I don't feel stressed in the middle of something to get up and go and search for it. I just put it to rest. All right, Sandra, keep an eye out. It'll show up or it won't. You know, I'm still alive. Life will go on. The neural pathway, the old neural pathway, that was a deep rut for decades where if I didn't know where something was, something terrible might happen, and it went right into panic mode and shut off the thinking part of my brain. Just went from the receptor to the box where the emotions were kept. Didn't get to process them. Well, now it's different. That pathway, that nerve roadway, so to speak, has thinned out and withered. Now, I don't know if they actually disappear, but I do know what the new one looks like. Or maybe it's the old one just repaired. I'm not a scientist. But look, now I know that I am going to live, number one. And all of the things that I used to tell myself about, they can't disappear into thin air. I don't have to do that anymore. I just need to remember, oh yeah, keep your eye open for that bracelet. Completely different response to that sort of a stimulus, that sort of a prompt. Now, what's the point of telling you that? It's really to, as I said at the beginning, it's really to encourage you too, if you want to walk in freedom, this is one of the ways, is to recognize when we're having these panic attacks, actually over-stressed out things where we're starting to behave really out of character, out of what we know to be true, and begin to intentionally help them to wither by choosing healthy directions. Look, if I can do it after nearly 70 years and more, some new ones are still coming up over 70 years. If I can do it, you can do it too. If you want to know more, you can check out my resources on YouTube, Sandra Allen Lovelace. And you can also reach out to me if you want more information. You can do it, write something in the comments below, or you can email me at sandraallenlovelace@gmail.com. I offer a complimentary 15 to 20 minute conversation to be able to encourage you and see if there might be a fit for me to be able to take your hand and show you the way. Sandra Allen Lovelace. Transformation Tuesday. Bye-bye.